We want them to be able to communicate with people, even though they may... Once you've kind of got an idea about that, then you think about, so if we want that, and only then, once we've made those decisions, do we think about how we need to teach it. And that's a bit of a flip, isn't it? Because usually we think, what are we going to teach? Is what do the students need to learn this week? And therefore, how am I going to teach it? And once we've decided all of that, then we can think about what's the best way to do it. You all were very quiet there.
It's really new to them, so maybe that's really
It's when I say I'm going to test you, everybody's just like... There are different ways of teaching different things, okay? And so if there are different ways of teaching, there are different ways of assessing, okay? Of knowledge, skills and understanding of sense to my community. With older children, it's about thinking about my relation to my country, my knowledge. They're on my field work and I can show you where they are. Okay, let's just move on to the knowledge, skills and understanding. In short, you often see it written as KSU. K for knowledge, S for skills, U for understanding. There's been a big debate across the world in education about whether curriculum should be skills-based or they should be knowledge-based. Traditionally, it was always seen as the difference between Eastern curriculums and Western curriculums. Traditionally, it was always said that curriculums in Asia were knowledge. The West used to be knowledge-based, but became more skills-based. They're now going back to being more knowledge-based. That's what happens in the West. It goes around. Is knowing what? Skills is knowing how. Understanding is knowing why. And that's the reason it's shown as an iceberg, because that understanding is the getting down deeper. Okay? Now yesterday, it was really, really a privilege to be able to talk to the students and looking at their activities. And their knowledge is the prime thing. It's actually the easiest thing to teach. And it's the quickest. I don't know why the Romans didn't have a zero. But let's find out. Let's see if we can work it out. Let's see if we can think about why that might be. Because as a teacher, I don't have to be the person who knows everything. Because I'm not just a knowledge giver. But I do need to be the person that can support in saying, I know strategies we can use, I know ways we can find out, I know the sorts of questions I can ask. Okay, so the difference between skills and knowledge, and this is really key, and you'll do this as well on the training. So I'm giving you a little bit of a head start on it when you get the training. But skills lessons typically will start with something that engages children. Okay? It hooks them in, it gets them kind of really interested. They'll then move on to activities that typically are collaborative, children working together. And there'll be an end time, a plenary, where you reflect on what's happened. How well have we done? How far did we get? A knowledge lesson typically is structured in a different way. It quite often starts with a recap. Can you remember what we did yesterday? Can you remember what we did in last lesson? Often that's what I'm doing here, standing up, telling children something, or getting them to read something. And then often it moves on to practicing to help understanding. So, and sometimes that's on at home, that's homework. Yeah? Do you recognise that as a model? Okay, so what we do in the IPC is we say, as a teacher, we need to know whether we're teaching a skill, whether we're teaching knowledge, or whether we're teaching understanding, because we're going to do those slightly differently. So here's your test, but you can collaborate. Okay? So here I have my knowledge, skills and understanding. Here I have learning, teaching, assessing. So if I am learning knowledge, which of these verbs am I most likely to be using? If I am learning knowledge, What am I most likely to be doing? Coaching, telling, asking. If I want to learn knowledge, I'm probably asking. Yeah? I might be asking a teacher, I might be asking something of the internet, research, I might be asking something of a book. Tell me something. Okay, I've given you the first one. You know what you're going to have to do, don't you? And I suggest you work in your grade groups, collaborate together or in pairs. Can you fill in the rest of this grid? Can you look at these and think about, okay, so if I'm teaching knowledge, which one am I using? And if I'm assessing knowledge, which one am I using? See if you can fill those in. Okay? And I'll give you 60 seconds. Work together, talk about it. Okay, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, put your pens down. Now, because we need to warm up a little bit, I'm going to ask you very carefully, because the floor might be slippy, can you go and find somebody from another grade and compare your answers? Okay? Go and find somebody from another grade. That means you might need to get up and move, because you need to talk to them, not just pass your paper. Don't just pass your papers, go and talk to them. Right, I need to see people getting up and moving, go and talk to them, don't just pass your papers. Compare what you've got. About something like this. Be honest, when was the last time? In your last team meeting?
We discussed that. We discussed that at the end.
Yeah. So having these discussions about what you really understand as a team when you use these words. Because sometimes we think of different things, yeah? And what the purpose of this is, it's not just about getting the right answer. Okay, why is it telling and not facilitating? Okay, but if you're giving knowledge, then you're telling them, because you're giving them something. Okay? If you're teaching a skill, you're coaching, because you're helping them to practice. If I'm learning a skill, I've got to practice it. Yeah? Let's just think about a skill, handwriting. I have to practice it. I can't just read a book about it and then I can do it. How many of you here drive a car? How many people drive a car? How many people can ride a bike? How many people can ice skate? These are very physical skills, but you have to practice them. You can't just read a book or read something on the internet and then go off and drive a car or ride a bike. You have to practice. And to practice, you need somebody who can coach you. If I'm wanting to develop understanding, then I do more than telling. Then I facilitate. Then I look at ways to help the learner, to help the child understand. Yeah? And assessing is quite interesting as well, because if it's just knowledge, then I can just do a test. You can do a test, right and wrong answer, 10 out of 10, that's it. Because often it's just facts, just knowing something. But if I'm assessing a skill, I need to assess it by observing. And when I do my driving test, there's somebody sits next to me and watches what I'm doing. If I'm learning to juggle balls, then somebody will watch to see how well I'm doing it. If I'm assessing understanding, then I have to evaluate. I have to make some decisions about how well that learner is really understanding it. How well can they apply it? Can they ask questions about it? Go back to our Roman numerals. Yeah? Knowledge, I can test it. Yeah, they knew all about the Roman numerals. Skills, yeah, they could make them, they could write their Roman numerals. Understanding, maybe they weren't quite there yet in being able to have that deeper understanding. So, knowledge, skills and understanding, this is why in the IPC, all of the learning goals in every unit are very clear. They tell you whether they're a knowledge goal, whether they're a skills goal, or whether it's an understanding. So you don't have to work it out, it tells you. Okay, so let's just think about the subject goals. Here's one of the units. It's often one of the favourites. I can't think why it's one of the favourites. It's all about chocolate. None of us like chocolate, do we? We don't like chocolate. But this unit is in Milepost 2. And that photograph is from a school. It's actually a school in Singapore. And it was where students were sharing with parents what they've been learning in the unit. Now, how does the unit work? The unit has different subjects in it, and the subjects have learning goals. So you can see here how the different subjects fit under the theme. Okay? So the theme is chocolate. So the history part of looking at that is looking at how chocolate was discovered, why it was discovered, who brought it to different countries, and how the attitude has changed to it over the years. What do people think about it a long time ago? What do people think about it now? In geography, it's about looking at countries where they grow the beans. And what impact has that had on those countries environmentally and economically? In art, there are activities to look at how the wrappers for chocolate and sweet wrappers are designed. Questions around why are they those colours? Why do they choose that lettering? Why do they make them look like that? And let's design our own. In science, it starts to focus on, okay, what happens when you've got a solid and you heat it up and it melts? Now, I saw students yesterday showing me an experiment to look at the different states of matter, liquid, solids and gas. So what a great way to be looking at liquid, solids and gas by looking at how hot does chocolate have to be before it becomes a liquid? How cold does it have to be before it becomes a solid again? Yeah? So that's how the subjects fit around.